All right. Well, welcome all the viewers to our first episode of the Bill Junkies Legendary Roundtable. We're going to run through some DUA Legendary content, have some topics, and have some laughs and have some fun. So, hope you guys enjoy the video.
You've got your objective.
Let's do it.
Don't let anything stand in your way.
Yeah. Alrighty. Oh god. Alright, Justin, what are we talking about today?
Well, topic number one. And it's going to be your favorite and least favorite thing to do in the division. And I guess I will start that off. I have to say, man, one of my favorite things to do in division is exactly what we're doing right now. Man, I love doing legendary.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I love doing legendary content.
Except for when that happens.
Yeah, except for when that happens.
That wall he came up on our ring. He was letting loose on me. It's still over there.
You're gonna have to get him up. I gotta move.
Serious trauma detected.
Again?
Incapacitated.
Yeah.
An agent needs assistance.
Can y'all target that wally over there? Alright. I'm just gonna respawn. If it lets me.
I got you.
No,
I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you.
Okay.
Can't respawn.
That's right.
But going back to what I was saying, legendary content probably one of my favorite things to do. I was super stoked when we got those new legendary strongholds, which are bears.
Yeah.
Too. I was happy about that though, man. I mean, we needed something a little bit more challenging for sure. That was a given. My Wally's still just sitting back there chilling.
Is it?
There he is.
Alright,
Got
it's
him running
moving.
back. Yeah, I got him running back to Daddy. Oh, he's done.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, legendary content for me for sure. Least favorite thing to do. Ooh, it's a toss-up, man. I really don't like the raids. Not a big fan of them, but I would say my number one least favorite thing to do would probably be the damn hunter missions to the masses.
Oh my god, yeah.
That makes me cringe just thinking about doing that.
I like doing them.
You like doing the hunter missions?
Yeah, I actually like doing them missions. I just one tap them.
Well, geez,
not
maybe
so
I
much
need
the-
you to do them with me.
Yeah, it's not so much the fight that I bother that
I like the
it's
fight,
the-
man.
It's the puzzle.
the-
It's getting them to spawn.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
getting
okay.
them
You talking about the work to get there? Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
that
tedious.
just sucks. But okay, well, so that was mine. Let's see who's at the top of the thing on my screen. Tim, you're up next. What do you got?
Alright, so I'm gonna have to say my favorite thing is legendaries. Harder content, a lot more fun. Raids can make or break clans or friends. Let's be honest about that, because it only takes one person to ruin the whole thing for everyone else. My least favorite is gonna be summon. The loot to how much you have to do loot in that to, just even get the loot is so far off compared to like Countdown or even Open World. It's just not rewarding enough. They need to increase loot in order to make it more fun again, basically.
Chungus is down.
Well, you know what? Now that they've upgraded the countdown, where
Yeah.
you can get
And
heroic
that we
level
have
gear.
Countdown to.
Well, you gotta have some, in my opinion, you gotta have some you gotta have something else to do besides one thing.
Yeah.
Which was what we had with Summit Forever, which is more than likely why 90% of people are burned out. I get it. You know, I'm not immune to that fact, but I don't mind Summit. Summit's not bad, especially since we can run it on Legendary. So if you're really looking for, like, you know, that top tier piece,
yeah,
you know, being able to throw that in on Legendary is kind of nice, actually.
but like I said, the loot drop to how much you have to work for that loot is not. It's more raid-esque, if anything, for loot drop rate.
Yeah,
Because raids don't really drop a whole lot of loot unless it's a boss.
Give me a second to refill on my thing. I'm gonna switch over to the Artificer.
All
right. So what about you, Taz?
My most favorite or least favorite?
Both.
My most favorite thing to do in the division, like in general, I'm not gonna lie. I know everybody knows this. Is snipe. I just like the game. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was being honest, dog. Like, just in general, like, I just love the mechanics of the game, like the aspects, you know, that it gives you as far as a tactical standpoint. Like, I can, you know, I can engage in any way I want in a creative sense, you know, movement, stuff like that. So I just get creative about how I like to hit, you know, set the enemies up to shoot them in the face. And a lot of times I like for it to be a lethal blow, and it's because it's satisfying. That's what I like the most about the division, is the fact that it gives you that creative way to be able to take enemies out. You know, you can set them up for the kill, and it's a team aspect. Like, you know, you got your flank, your point man. You know, it's awesome. But anyways, my least favorite though, I'd have to say, is the bugs.
Yeah.
I get set up, like, sometimes, you know, you'll be stuck in a corner out of nowhere, or like you'll walk down some stairs and your character will trip. I've been killed because I've been tripped on stairs before in this game.
Yeah.
I know there was that one time we were
like a stun.
And guys were using the corner glitch, where you could, like, shoot through your corner. Yeah. Stuff like that is not fun.
No, it isn't, sure. and I'm loving the fact that the devs are starting to pay attention to that. You know,
being talked about.
I watched a video on it. I mean, they're really actually paying attention to that now, which seemed to be lacking for a long time.
Yeah.
So I am happy about that. Well, cool. All right, you're up next, Pax. What about you, man?
Well, first, I'm fairly new to this game. I'm about a month and a half.
Yeah.
About a month and a half in, and I'm more of a run and gun type of guy. Like, I like to be up close. So I pretty much like my tank build, you know, the most. Armor regen, health, fucking just up in their face with a shotgun and just doing DPS. I'm fairly new to this skill build. This is my first time actually running a skill build, but it's not really my playstyle. But I mean, it does a lot of damage, so, and I think it fits a team a little bit more than my damage build. So trying it out, see how I like it, and yeah. All right, I'm going back.
Yeah.
I got one, bro.
Oh, that hurt.
We didn't do too bad on them.
Nah.
Cool. Damn. I'll take that.
Yes, sir.
All right, so here's a good one. I thought about this the other day. Where would you like to see the Division 3 based out of? You know, what location? So,
oh man.
Yeah, I know, right? There's a lot of rumors going around about this right now. A lot of them are saying Midwest. West Virginia's been said several times. I have mixed feelings about it. You have to have a pretty good-sized city, I think. You know, Washington, D.C., New York, prime examples, obviously. You have to have a pretty good-sized city to be able to... the size of the map, the amount of stuff that you can get into, the buildings that you can explore. So I think it really does need to be set into a city atmosphere. I don't know. I'd be excited to see how the devs would do it if they set it up in a... watch out, packs are going to come in on a second wave. I'd be excited to see how they would set it up for like a Midwestern country feel kind of thing, you know? But I'm just not sure it would work real well. I just don't know. I know for sure one thing, there would be a ton of people complaining their ass off about it. Because I think that's just part of our community. Everybody likes to complain about the game. So breaking it down, I think sticking to the city aspect of it, what I was thinking is Chicago's not going to work. It's too much like New York. It would be a rehash of New York just because of the way Chicago's set up. I think LA would be a bad mistake as well, just because you got like Grand Theft Auto and other games that are based around the LA atmosphere. So that would also feel like a rehash to a certain extent.
Vital signs critical.
I think San Francisco would be a great idea. Imagine having to fight your way up the San Francisco Hill, or having to take the Golden Gate Bridge. You know, something like that would be cool. I also
Agent down.
go ahead.
There's a guy on the
Minigun. There we go.
I think Portland would be an interesting one, in Seattle.
Yeah.
Portland. Okay.
Yeah, Seattle.
They're
I also
really.
What about somewhere in Texas?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Ooh.
Austin, Texas.
I think Austin would be a great place too. That's what I was thinking. The tech city.
Makes sense.
everything's bigger. in
Even
Texas.
Elon Musk moved out there.
You know, I have to agree with the whole Chicago and New York thing, you know, them being too similar. But the thing I miss about Division 1 is the verticality of everything. And, you know, there's more access to buildings because there's more verticality in the game. You have the underground area, you know, the subway, you have, you know, the rooftops. It's just so much more, you know, to do with, like, the Dark Zone, for example. It's just so vertical and so much nicer to run around.
So what do you think, Tim, since you're up next? What do you think? What do you think the number one... By the way, my number one spot would probably be San Francisco.
My number one spot, because it got ruined in a game that I was so excited for years ago, is Philadelphia. I was so excited for Homefront Revolution, because they were like, oh, it's going to be in Philadelphia. I love a game to do Philadelphia and do it right. And with how Ubisoft has done New York and Washington so far, they would do it right. And like have, you know, like even like the stadiums.
So what I'm feeling here
it-
is a lot of hometown pride from everybody.
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing wrong
So
with it.
what about you, Ted?
I mean, any tech city, really, in my opinion. I would like for it to be able to come from a creative standpoint, you know, but also have that still this realistic feel of what, you know, this nanotechnology would look like.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
You know, as long as they keep bringing that Tom Clancy feel with that creative standpoint, I'm good with it. As long as it's in a tech city, I think Austin would actually be a good spot to do though, because of how much area there is in Texas. You can really get creative with that.
I don't disagree with that. What about you, Pax?
You know, I'm an Austin native, so you know what I'm saying. I pretty much agree with what Taz said. You know, tech city, a lot of innovation, it's growing. You know, I think that Austin would be the perfect spot for it. Not saying that I don't think that the places that you named, like what'd you say, San Francisco?
Yeah.
I think that would be a good spot too, because I
Exactly.
think San Francisco would be a pretty good spot.
That's
to,
gonna hurt.
Kind of talk and run the skill build for the first time at the same time.
It's not easy, is it?
It's not. It's not.
I'm probably gonna go down here. I got bleed on me. Yep.
An agent needs assistance.
Alright, we got the skills out.
Serious trauma detected.
God, I love the armor region.
Okay.
Although it does take a minute to fucking trigger there. Oh,
Immediate
sniped
medical
me in the
assistance
face.
needed.
Yeah, that's what
Fall
happened
back.
to me.
Fall
Agent out
back.
of action.
Fax, I need you back here.
Hold on. Give me a sec.
Oh, you got Tim? Alright, never mind. Let's see.
Yeah, I just got sniped in the face.
Yeah, that sniper's brutal, man. Jesus. Alright, so yeah, I mean, good ideas. Like I said, as long as it's a city atmosphere, I really don't think they can go too wrong with it. Like I said, they could end up making a Midwestern one that's kind of countrified and make it work, and it could be flipping awesome. I have my reservations about it, you know.
Can I add something to this?
Yeah.
I would also like, because I know there's lots of rumors about it being more Tarkov-ish. I would like to see a Midwest city, or you know, a group of towns.
Well, let's talk about that for a second. You know, I think adding this, because what was the most popular mode in Division 1? Survival, right?
Yeah.
I mean, hands down. So adding
Yeah.
that aspect to the game, I think, would be a flippin' awesome thing, you know?
Right.
By the way, I never played Division 1. This is my first Division game.
Oh man, survival was like the best. It really was.
Yeah.
Survival was the shit. Still is. You can still go play it.
Come on, target the Chunga. Targeting me with this freaking get hammered. Go.
Yeah, I think adding that survivability aspect to the game, like Tarkov and a couple others, everybody wants to see zombies. I've heard that so many times, and man, I'm one of these people where I'm like, if you add zombies to the game, it's almost like you might make a Division zombie game if that's the case.
Yeah. And my other thing is, there's so many games out there that add zombies to their game, like Call of Duty. Yes, it's fun, but after a while, I just get bored of it because there's just too much.
And I've just never been a zombie fan at all. I really haven't.
Oh no, he tripped. Freaking cats back there.
Okay.
Medical episode. It is. Anyway.
I think the reincarnation season was the closest to zombies that the Division should go.
Oh, the reanimated.
Oh yeah, reanimation.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
reanimation. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, man,
That is, like,
Golden
my favorite
Bullet.
one.
Golden Bullet's my favorite.
Golden Bullet's
one,
good too.
And reanimated would be my number 2. Not a fan of Hollywood or Polarity Switch or the others. I mean, they're not horrible, but I'm not a fan of it. Someone can target that damn healer high level. Sweet.
If I knew where it was.
Yeah, I know.
Agent down.
Gotcha.
Got one. So I got a question about the skill build.
Alright.
Okay, so there's no like armor regen on this build, so you're really squishy.
Well,
When you're about to die, is it better to just sit back and let your skills do the work, or?
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
And that was one of the reasons when we were putting the build together, I said not everybody runs skill
Vital
haste as a
signs critical.
secondary attribute. A lot of people will put armor regen there just so they have a little bit more survivability. It's kind of it's up to the individual player. You always want that skill damage, but the other one is kind of up to you. Hold on, don't open that door yet. We're running through this awful fast. All right, facts on this next one. This is pretty much the last make or break room for us. When the door opens, man, make sure you get your turret up on the bar.
On the bar.
On the
Yeah,
bar. On the bar. And then just keep your drone hitting them. And then whenever the chungas come in, make sure you're targeting the chungas first. Other than that,
Okay.
it is good. Everybody ready? Taz, you good?
Yep.
Taz.
Yep.
Alright.
Is he gonna sit back there and snipe? All right. Here we go. Everybody ready?
So we're
Yep.
fighting in this room.
No, we're gonna
Or
come.
are they-
We're gonna come back
Okay.
to this room. We're gonna put our skills in this one.
Okay. All right.
Just get them up on the bar.
No.
Like right there is good.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
That's it.
Chungas are in.
One's broke.
Something died. 2 chungas down, I guess.
There's so much shit going on there. I can't see anything.
I can't target him either.
Alright, what's your next question?
All right. So the next question is going to be Division Mobile. I'm kind of excited for that one. I mean,
I am too, but I don't know. A lot of games
I'm gonna
that-
mess around on it.
A lot of games that come out on console that are now coming out on mobile. I don't feel like I tried playing PUBG on mobile. It was alright. Like I don't know. It just didn't feel right to me.
PUBG.
Yeah.
I mean, PUBG's fun. I look at like games like that that are put on mobile for, just like pastime games.
Yeah.
That's how I look at them. I don't look at them.
Right.
But this day and age though, you got to remember that the phones are changing to where they can start to keep up
Yeah.
with gaming
Incapacitated.
consoles. So it's changing. Everybody's becoming a gamer.
I mean, I'm excited. I know the graphics, obviously. I mean, you're right, though. They are catching up with that shit. I know the graphics are not going to be as good. I think it's pretty much they were using a lot of Division 1 stuff. Map-wise, some graphic interfaces on it are going to be based out of Division 1. But, I mean, just to have it on mobile is nice.
Yeah.
I agree. Trying to do this particular game on mobile would be probably a flipping nightmare.
Yeah. I feel like as long as you can use a controller, you'll be fine.
Exactly.
Yeah, Taz been trying to get me to play this game for years, and
Uh,
I never tried it.
I re-downloaded Division 1 to play for the first time since this game came out. I'm probably gonna do that one of these weekends.
You guys missed the cheese box in here.
I just
Well,
cheat. I'm
wait.
tripping down the stairs. Look at that. I'm tripping down the stairs. I tripped down like 3 times. I don't know.
It's in there.
Character broke his own ankles, his kneecaps.
Oh, my character
ACL,
doesn't like
everything.
going upstairs. It was shuddering. My screen was shuddering the whole time.
That's crazy.
Oh, it's recording over here.
Yeah. Alright, so Division Mobile. Yeah. I'm looking forward to playing it, giving it a try. So what do you guys think about it? Now, see, everybody that knows me knows I hate fucking PvP. I'm just not a PvPer. I suck at it. Plus, if you want to see me rage quit, quick way to do it. I don't need any more busted TVs or controllers. So, but anyway, Division Heartland.
That I'm excited for, because like I said, they're supposedly supposed to be like a Tarkov type game. We'll see. You know, the survival aspect, but it's entirely PvP.
I think it'll be a good aspect to bring to this game. I think it'll pull some of the cheaters away too, and put them over there.
Yeah, that's
guess.
one thing I'm not looking forward to. Seeing how they deal with that.
Yeah, most definitely looking forward to that game because it looks fun. Looks like it'll be a good idea. Hopefully they stick to what they're gonna do as far as maintenance, because it seems to be an ongoing issue. I think they just create a whole nother content creator. Actually, there's a whole nother team that's doing that game. Sorry.
Yeah, it is a different studio that's doing it.
So yeah.
And one thing I'm really
Hopefully they
excited
keep that one
for,
together.
if they do this, which I don't know if they will, you know, because I've noticed in games like this one, where everyone has, you know, different gear and whatnot, and they give different stats, it's harder for them to,
Got a chungus coming down.
what am I trying to say? To balance everything, if everyone's running, you know, different things.
Here I come.
I'm just broke.
Oh, so am I.
Appreciate your task.
But I'm excited to see how they do deal with that. Because like I said, games like this have a hard time dealing with balancing different gear. Because there's always going to be one that would reign supreme over everything else. Like, we all know for the longest time, if you aren't running shield in PvP, I shouldn't say you weren't anything, but that was the meta.
Yeah, but there was also a lot of people out there that proved that wasn't. Especially the ones like Taz, the ones that can go in there and nail headshots. They made the shields, the people that just relied on the shields in PvP, they made them look silly.
Yeah,
right. And there's always going to be those people, but
it's rare in this game though to find players that can really actually shoot you in the head without cheating.
Right.
A lot of people go center mass because of aim assist.
Yeah. I want to see how they deal with it in a game like Heartland. Because that's why a lot of PvP games that are extremely successful don't have, you know, that sort of thing.
Are you running that hybrid build of yours?
No.
Oh, okay.
Why, you want me to?
I didn't say that. I was just curious if you were.
No.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, like I said, I'll probably play it. I ain't gonna lie and say I ain't gonna play it. I'm gonna
check it out.
Right.
I know the PvP aspect of it. Definitely don't run that other room yet, Taz. No. Slow down, sir.
Dead.
Oh,
I died. excited.
Let's make a rule. We wait for everybody before we run in.
Yeah.
Just ran in, pulled aggro, and said, screw it. Got in bed. Terrible. Terrible way to think about life. That was a terrible shotgun shot.
Alright, let's see, what's the next topic here? This is the one that I was laughing about earlier when we were discussing running countdown. Favorite weapon?
Favorite weapon? Ooh, this is a good one.
Yeah. Man, you know, for the longest time I would have said it would have been a toss-up with me between the capacitor and the Scorpio, but I really like the Kingbreaker, man. I use it for so many flipping builds.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
that thing just smacks.
Good weapon.
So I'm gonna have to say the Kingbreaker. Although I am telling you, man, I am really digging this busy little bee that they just came out with.
That's a good pistol too. I like it. I like the setup.
What about you, Tim? What do you think?
You know, I'm not sure. I do really love the little bee that they just came out with. Scorpio, obviously great with most builds that are out there. I'm gonna have to go with the Vector 45 ACP. I don't know what it is about that gun, but it just feels so right when I'm using it.
Alright, everyone take a shot. Tim went down again. Yeah, the Vector is definitely hands down. Like it hits the number 2 spot for me. I use it in a fuck ton of builds.
That DPS.
Yeah. It's got the DPS. The Dark Winter is ridiculous. So I was playing with that with my striker build today, and you know, once you hit that first kill, especially at max dex, there's nothing that gun can't do. Like I was testing it out, and my total DPS was hitting 16 mil on that striker build at max dex. It's real nice. I gotta take out that guy. He's hurting me. Come for you, Pax. Got a guy right here next to Taz. There we go.
Appreciate the revive.
Yep.
What about you, Taz? I know it's a dumb question for you. Let's go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Actually, it's not. It's actually not. You'd be surprised. My favorite gun in this game, like favorite wise, because I feel like I've mastered the Nemesis. The Nemesis is mastered for me. Like that's how I feel about it. But it's not my favorite gun in the game. My favorite is the Ravenous, actually.
Yeah.
When I got that
wasn't
gun,
my look guess.
when I got that one, I was like, okay. It reminded me of the Urban MDR because in Division 1, I used the Urban MDR with Sentry's Call. So I like shooting and killing for headshots. So the Nemesis on here reminds me of the Sentry's Call because you can get that damage stack for headshots and continuously shoot them in the head. So it's rewarding. But the Ravenous is definitely going to be it. The burst damage you get, survivability, you know, you can just turn it into a sheer wolf, you know, like team build, it's a tank, you know, point man, human shield, pretty nasty. I think that was a really good aspect that they added to this game, was to bring that like urban MDR shoulder switching feel that you can go back from Division 1.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
It's usually not a bad spot. I usually don't have this much issue when I sit here. They're just lobbing grenades.
I'm getting a lot of nades.
I was getting a lot of nades. I'm getting a lot of nades now. And earlier, I was getting a lot of the explosive drones.
Alright, what about you, Pax? So far, what's your favorite weapon?
I like the EB, man. I like the Eagle Bear.
Some people can
I like
take
the
it. some
Scorpio
people
too.
Serious trauma detected.
Yeah, I have yet to get a good relationship going with that gun. Although I mainly
PvE?
play PvE, so.
Agent down.
God dang!
Tim, you need to get out of here.
Everybody take a shot.
Alright, everybody take a shot.
I'm down
Immediate
too.
medical
Shit.
assistance needed.
I'm coming.
Agent down.
Stay right where you are. Or come back. Or not. I don't care. I'll just fight you here.
Yeah, I mean the EB, I can take it or leave it. And that tenacity is awesome, and it can also be really shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just, it really does depend
You gotta
on
be careful with it.
two key factors. One, how good you are at headshots, and two, how strong your build is.
How good you are at just staying alive, because
Yeah.
you gotta be smart.
Especially in PvE, where you're facing a lot more enemies at once.
Yeah, I like the.
So you're
I like
taking
the old
way
Eagle
more
Bear,
damage.
man. When you got extra damage, and you
Yeah.
got the tenacity buff, that was nasty. I think they kind of gave it back with the Seeing Red with the bloody knuckle gloves. I think a good Eagle Bear build would be good with that, because then you could just, you know, melee
Yeah.
somebody while you have that red buff, the tenacity. Yeah, that would be tight. I'm about to make a build like that. See if I can keep shaving off the damage with bonus armor.
Alright. So, what about y'all's favorite exotic piece? Not gun, but gear.
Overall gear, I'd probably have to go with Catharsis.
Make sure you pull back and hear packs after you set your skills. You too.
Yep. My skills will cool down. There we go.
So mine, like Catharsis, like Titus Mask.
Memento's nice.
I mean, I'm a skill build dude, so I mean, if I had to pick one, it's probably going to be the waveform. I think when that thing came out, it really took the skill builds into a different arena.
That helped a lot. That waveform's disgusting. I have to agree.
That would be mine.
Coyote's Mask is nice.
What did you say your favorite one was, Tim? Did you say?
Catharsis.
And once again, really fucking good. It has to be used in the right application, for sure.
Yep.
I mean, you can mix it up really well now
Yeah.
with these new pieces of gear they came out with. And I'm telling you, like, some crazy hybrid builds now.
Yeah, the Memento is
Extra skills here.
really shining in this update.
I've been using the Memento a lot with my Chatterbox
Agent out of
build.
action.
But you have to be able to put out enough DPS to actually get kills to get your stacks.
Yeah. Especially when you're playing like Countdown or something, because there's always someone that's gonna be dealing more damage or just as much damage as you are.
Exactly.
Which means you're not gonna be able to get your kills, which means you can't get your stacks.
Exactly.
Oh, my drone's out.
One's down.
What
On we
about,
go.
what about you, Taz?
Mine, honestly, you'd be surprised. It's the Sawyer's knee pads.
No, I mean those are.
They used to, back in the day. The reason why is because back in the day, I used to use them with the Sweet Dreams, for like
Ooh.
before they were used to, you know, just give you the damage. They would give you the damage, and they would set off an EMP when you used the cover-to-cover movement. Whenever you hit the cover, that was like where you were going, the destination. It would set off an EMP radius, and it would fry everything in that radius.
Don't
So I
run
would
in.
use that.
Don't
I would
run in.
use that with the Sweet Dreams, because whenever it fried the communications, I would run up to the player or target, melee them, get that bonus armor, because it also gave you bonus armor back then. So these, these
Yeah.
knee pads are actually really, really, really good. And they still are because now you don't get any stagger damage. Like, it doesn't knock you over or cause a stun.
Right.
Still.
The only
Of
time I ever
course,
see him anymore is for Stagger Tank on Iron Horse.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, they don't
Yeah.
really get much use anymore.
I use them all the time in my sniper build,
Oh god.
actually. Yeah.
Well,
Keeps me
then you're
alive,
the only one I
especially
see
on
using.
legendaries. When you go into cover with sharpshooter, you get that little bit of bonus armor too, just from sitting there.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm ready. I'm gonna try to give you a little help with the restore hive there. So on this one, Pax, what we're gonna do is once
I
the
feel like I've ran this. Me and Taz have ran this before.
yeah once the boss comes in, I'm gonna call boss in. We're gonna run to the opposite end. And then you're gonna switch your skills from turret and drone to blind your firefly and rifle. And then we're just gonna stick the boss in place and let Taz eat the shit out of his backpack.
And four.
But the key thing is we have to take down the ads first. So when the boss comes in, we'll run to the other side of the room, and then whoever can or whoever sees it, once the ads are down, call it out saying all ads are down, and then we'll switch our skills. We'll leave our skills the way they are until the ads are taken care of. I wouldn't go. I would stay back here. Second wave.
That one behind us. Alright, he's dead. Level up.
Nice.
Third wave. Boss is in. Everybody to the other side. You remember about his pulse, right? Since the last time you ran this. Don't want to be anywhere on half the room of him when he's running pulse. He'll pulse about every 35 to 40 seconds. He'll wipe your damn armor.
Mm-hmm.
Still got quite a few ads.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
He's shooting at me.
Yep. Alright, we need to move to the other side of the room. He's gonna pulse us here. It's gonna be ugly.
Purple's hurt.
I can't get him. I don't have enough
Serious
damage.
trauma
Fuck.
detected. Agent
Take cover.
I got you.
Take
incapacitated.
cover. Alright, I think all ads are
Going
down.
back up top.
Yeah, all ads are down. Switch your skills.
Switch him to.
Right.
Right phone blinder.
Right phone and blinder.
Go on the other side.
Oh
Immediate
shit.
medical assistance needed.
Gotta watch that pulse. So his backpack goes down, he can do that.
Alright, got him switched.
All right, just let him come out in the open so Taz has got a clear shot on him and stick him in place.
Let me know when you're ready.
Go ahead. Since I have some damage, I'm helping Taz on the back plate. Call it out if you see the backpack go down.
Wander out.
Going to the other side. Kind of stuck.
Ah, fuck.
Stuck.
I miss.
I'm gonna go get ammo while
there
I
we go.
can.
Blind. Sticking him. He's climbing up. Blinder. Sticking him. Sticking him.
He's turning in the wrong direction for me.
Blinder.
Is that backpack down?
No, I can't even hit
I
it from
can't
where I
see
am.
it from here.
It's definitely.
Yeah, I can't see it from there.
I'll try to keep you covered while you're backing up. Blinder.
Go on this other side.
It's smoking. We got it smoking.
Go try to
Shoot at me.
not freaking suck him.
Sucking.
I said stuck him. Blinder. We all know where your brain's at.
Oh shit! I'm about to die.
All right, so
Shit.
next topic, man. Favorite build, just stay where you're at, Pat.
Favorite what?
Favorite build.
Oh man. Oh, my tank build, my chatterbox build.
I
I also like using it with the Scorpio.
I gotta say it's a skill build. Always gonna be the skill build for me.
Serious trauma detected.
I think for me, that True Patriot build I put together the other day, I'm really liking that build.
There you go, Taz. Alright, so True Patriot, tank build, my skill build. What about you, Taz?
It's gonna be like the same thing as the weapon. It's definitely my Ravenous build that I made the other day. I made one a long time ago, and I used to use the Eagle Bear with it because of survivability, but now it's just, when I get my memento stacks up on it, because I use it on that build as well, with Technician. I'm gonna probably do a video about it, but yeah, that's my favorite.
Backpack's down.
Broken, by the way.
Yep, backpack's down. Don't have to worry about the pulse anymore. He's getting annihilated.
He's so mad right now.
Alright, last one is, what's the one thing that grinds your gears? What's the one thing that pisses you off? Would it be other players or anything? I'm going to say it's the countdown. People not running the countdown dynamics for me, man. That just frustrates the living fucking piss out of me when I'm in down, and people are running skill builds,
Yeah.
or they're not rushing the hunters. It's just, oh my
Or
god.
they run skill builds and let the hunters hack them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nice shot. That was clean. We did that pretty quick for a skill build run. What about you, Tim?
I'm glad to agree with you on that. People running skill builds during hunters, or like the other day when I got kicked for using a Heartbreaker build. I don't know what that was about, but whatever. Just random crap that people do that make no sense in Countdown. Or calling the helicopter way too early. You have like 2 minutes left and you could get, 5 or 6 helicopters out of it, and they just call the extraction way too early.
I'll tell you what, I'm happy.
Stayed up in damage. I was not expecting that. I was expecting me to do a lot less.
Oh no, man.
How did I top in damage?
Yeah, but look at me with running that hybrid build. I was right behind you.
Yeah.
That's what's surprising to me. Huh. Nice. What about you, Taz? What
That's
grams your gears?
crazy.
Honestly, that nobody gets enough credit in this game for creativity. Like, everybody should have a creativity standpoint, like, of some sort. People should be open to it. And there's a lot of players in the dark zone who exploit like metas and stuff like that. And they're not even metas, they're only meta because a lot of people are like cheating with those builds. If you
Yeah.
know, you know what I mean? Or there's a status effect, build that they can't counter or something. That type of stuff. It's really just PvP that's lacking really in this game, and the bugs. And so it just bothers me that this game could be the best game ever designed or made, but they don't want to give it the juice or support that it could actually get. Either that, or maybe there's someone or something suppressing that. I don't know, but that's what bothers me about this game. It's a really good game, and like, there's just so many problems with it. Like, nothing but skills and identity. Even talked about it. They stressed, like, those are two really good content creators. One for skills. One for just the overall creativity and mechanics of the game as a game developer. So I mean, it bothers me. I wish they would just fix a lot of the stuff that's been around for so long, that for years now, that they haven't fixed.
I remember another thing that you mentioned was that PvE players complain to the devs, and the PvE players kind of dictate what happens with the PvP players. You know what I'm saying?
It mixes.
From complaining and stuff like that.
Because whenever you have to balance a game, you have to do the overall game.
And that's a
Right.
good point too, man. Shout out to the other content creators, Kamikaze and Tuxedo Bandito and Identity and all the guys that do the creation. Because if it wasn't for you guys keeping the videos alive and keeping people interested in this game, it would have died off a long time ago. And that's one of the reasons why we started our channel as well, is to help with that. So a definite shout out to all the content creators that do stuff for the Division 2. What about you, Pax?
Let me see. I think see how I want to word this.
Uh-oh. We're getting serious now.
Yeah.
Okay, repeat the question.
What
Repeat the question.
what pisses you off about it?
Alright. I'm gonna just keep it simple. Man, I went to the DZ for the first time the other day, and I saw this guy in there. It's just so toxic in there, and I invited him to an Xbox party. I'm like, hey man, what's up? I need some help. I ain't never been to the DZ or nothing. He's like, alright, I got you. Fucking left the party and killed me. Over and over.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
what the hell? I thought you were gonna help me, but
That's how you learn, and that's the
I mean,
dog aspect of the DZ, and it sucks because Division 1 pushes that narrative. Because Division 1 was based around the Dark Zone, solely around the Dark Zone, and people think that way, and they keep that dog mentality because that's the dog mentality of the hunters in Division 1. So they tie that aspect to Division Two, and they think that that's Division Two's whole aspect, which isn't. It's the franchise. They need to see the bigger picture. You know, you're gonna have PvE and PvP, but the devs have to also separate the two and start to balance the game.
For sure. I agree 100%. Yeah.
I want to add something to what Taz said about how PvE basically dictates PvP, or people going to PvP dictates the whole game. It's mainly the PvE players that go into PvP, and then they complain, oh, well, this build's too strong, and then it affects PvE as a whole as well, and not just PvP. So it ruins builds not just for PvP. Like the Heartbreaker build. When that first came out, yes, it did need to be nerfed, but I feel like that was mainly a PvP complaint than a PvE complaint.
Well, did it need to be nerfed, though? That's my question. See, here's the big thing.
That's what I said. Yes.
We already nerf stuff. Weapon
I
damage.
think ideally, no game will ever be completely balanced. No game will. It'll always have to keep changing. You know what I'm saying?
But my point.
And that's what I was saying earlier.
Because people.
God.
Let's say, but to getting to your point, we already have a dynamic where they can change the amount of damage that's done in PvP versus PvE. So
right.
Why nerf the entire set instead of just nerfing it for PvP? So that's the whole premise behind that statement of letting them dictate it.
And that's what I was getting at earlier with different builds and different ways of playing for PvP. How are they going to manage that in terms of balancing? And that's the core issue. They change one thing for PvP, but then they change it for PvE as well, and it just completely throws everything out of balance.
Yeah. Well, we had a good run, guys. I think we had a solid run. I mean, we started off a little rough there in the beginning, but
I think we had some synergy. We had some synergy, issues with the talking and the playing,
but we really appreciate all you guys that are watching this video and listening to us go on about these topics. And please go down in the comments. Let us know what you think about the topics that we brought up. We appreciate your support. We appreciate you watching the videos. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications, and we'll see you guys in the next video.